Hi, buddy. Welcome again to another edition of Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman. You're watching this live on the Texas Golf Insider Network. And, folks, we have a really good show for you tonight. Dave Roberts is staying up late with us. When I'm saying staying up late with us, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning over in Germany. He's taking Golf After Hours on the road, man, so I can't wait to catch up with him. I hope he's got a 5 hour real close or maybe a Red Bull. But he's going to join us with Andrew Peterson, PGA president and CEO of the Alamo City Golf Trail. At the turn, we're going to go to Kinder, Louisiana to catch up with Jonathan Cernick, spokesperson for the Chairman's Cup out at Coshawty Pines at Coshawty Casino Resort. Folks, if you've never been out to Coshawty Casino, man, put it on your list. It's a wonderful place to go hang out, in their golf course is premier. It's getting some great write-ups all over the country. So hopefully we can catch up with Jonathan. And then we're going to recap the Ryder Cup. What went wrong with the USA team? Oh, my God. I can't wait to talk to Dave. You know, he was there the final day along with Adam Grosh. Unfortunately, Adam's not going to be here. But, hey, listen, be sure to join us. Stick around. We'll take your comments on the Ryder Cup if you have any. And, the old routine. Go grab yourself a cold and Golf After Hours. We'll be right back. Hi, everybody. Welcome back again to Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman. Dave Roberts is like 2 o'clock in the morning in Germany, and he decided to stay up with us. I mean, the guy is unbelievable. He has been traveling all over the world pushing Golf After Hours. We're so lucky to have you, Dave. I know you're probably whipped the crap. And, man, thanks for joining us today and tomorrow.
Yeah, well, it's growing golf around the world, and part of it is our show, of course, and the PGA Hill program, and of course, the Payne Stewart Golf Experience for the junior. So we're going all the way around the world with it. Right now, I'm here at Ramstein, which is wonderful. They got here's my jacket, got all these big planes right outside my window. Thank God they're not flying tonight, or should I say in the morning, but it's been fun dropping off magazines in foreign lands and, talking about the show. So
that is so damn cool, man. Thanks
yeah.
for doing that for us. Even though you lost a steak dinner this last week, I'm still going to buy you a steak dinner for doing what you're doing.
Wait,
And,
you didn't give me a point and a half? Golly, because I won $100 because there's only 28 points, right, in this match. So when they got 16 and they subtract the point and a half, right, that only gave them 14 and a half. That added my point and a half, which meant that I only technically lost by 1 point. And that $100 bill is around here somewhere. I'm going to get it signed. So, yeah, I came out okay.
Technically, we bet straight up.
Yeah, I know, because you're a sissy. You already had the odds. Didn't I take the European team?
I tell you what, I didn't take the European team, but I picked them. I wanted USA to win. And when I said it was going to be by 4 points or more, man, I was right on. And, I've been saying this for the last 3 weeks. I think, tell me where USA went wrong. I mean,
everybody's giving Zach Johnson a bunch of junk, but crap. But at the end of the day, it's the players. You got to take a look at this, Ratch. None of them really played for 4 or 5 weeks after the Tour Championship, except Justin Thomas. They didn't go in there. How many played in the Italian Open? Nada, none. Okay. Yep. You take a look at the European Tour guys. You had 2 previous winners. You had Rory, who just finished in the top 10 there. Another person finished, they knew the course. This is just a rewind of Paris 4 years ago when nobody played in the French Open and nobody saw the course except until they got there. And I know they're professionals, but you gotta get the reps in. And I think a 4-week vacation by the American team really cost them because
I think so.
But at the end of the day, you got to give John Rahm, Mr. Chipper, in everything that he looked at, and some of these guys who made some incredible putts on the European tour, and that's what it comes down to. I
Well,
made a post
I
on my
can tell you
Facebook,
this.
but I was in when I was in Italy, I was playing this golf course that was in 1895. I'd already hit 3 fairways and 2 putts. Zach could have called me. I could have just grabbed somebody's clubs and at least I would have hit a fairway. You know what I'm saying? These guys were
I
hitting it
tell you
so wide.
what.
I
Hey,
thought they were Florida State kickers.
hey, let me ask you this: if you're at the Ryder Cup
Mm.
and your captain walks onto the 16th green like Zach did to Spieth and told him, now they're 3 down with 3 to go, and he says, "Don't." He says, "Down, do not hit the driver. Hit your 3-wood." And so he hits the 3-wood, puts it in the water. Now, have you ever seen that happen before, Dave? I mean, when someone's on the tee box, you made your decision already, and your captain comes up to you and said, "Don't do that."
No, that was kind of odd. That was
It
about as
was.
odd as Ricky giving the 2.5 foot downhill turning right putt for to Fleetwood. There was just some questionable calls that were made, but everybody else is hitting driver. Why wouldn't he hit driver?
I agree. I mean, it's a drivable par four. You're down 3. What the hell? You got to get aggressive. You
Yes.
got to get aggressive. And of course, Thomas was in the middle of the fairway, but he was short. And I tell you what, it was disappointing to watch him, Dave. I'm glad I didn't get up a whole lot early. You were going back to 9 of 12 players hadn't played in 5 weeks. They didn't do anything, and that if you can't tell me that ain't rusty, that is. You don't see them take 5 weeks off on the PGA Tour and think that you're going to come back and whip some ass, because that's not going to happen. And the 4 players that I had picked not to be there, Spieth, Ricky Fowler for sure, Justin Thomas for sure, and Sam Barnes. Those guys. I shouldn't even put it on them really, because none of the guys made more than 1 point. I mean,
Well,
nobody made more than
Justin
1 point
Thomas looked
except
good for
Max
a long
Summers.
time. I mean, he was hanging in there for a while. I will give him that.
Not
Ricky
enough.
the planet. But the thing at the end of the day, what even gets the goat is you go and lay an egg, okay, in Rome, Italy, which is such a beautiful place, by the way. You got to put that on your
Right.
bucket. And then all of a sudden, you want to be paid for that crap? You're asking for we should be paid to come over, dude. You know what? You get $200,000 put to the charity of your choice, and they split the proceeds, goes into the retirement fund. Okay, you're already gazillionaires. Why do you need more money? Don't go lay an egg on foreign soil, and now you're saying we should be, paid. Come on, do it for your country, buddy.
Well, and again, it was for me, Dave. It was really rough to watch, and I wasn't going to get up that Sunday. We partied both Friday and Saturday night. I did watch some of it for Friday, which was Saturday. I did watch some of that, and I did watch it the ending of Saturday, and it didn't end very good either. But hey, they left on Saturday on a good note. But the Europeans, and something, remember I was telling you, I was trying to figure out if Justin Rose was really a handicap. And I said, man, I took him off my list because I couldn't find anything wrong. Did he juice them up? I mean,
Oh
was
yeah,
he fun to watch? Making a
oldest player
45-foot
on
putt.
the team. I mean, and yeah, he was. Justin Rose looked like Justin Rose of old, not what we've seen lately. And it was, inspirational leader. He made some putts at the right time. You know, but at the end of the day, I think David Ogren said it best on one of his pages that you know what, we just suck in foursomes. We don't know how to play alternate shot, and these games, and that's what really hurts us because they do that over across the pond.
Well, But I'll tell you what, hey, listen, game on both sides. When they come here, it's the same deal. When they go there, it's, you play the game. And, I just don't think there was a whole lot of concentration on the game. One guy who really kicked ass was your man, Rory. Wow. He had an attitude, didn't he?
Oh yeah, I thought him and Bones were about to beat each other up in the parking lot. I really personally would have liked to have been there because I'd have been probably that instigator. But uh, that was pretty wild scene, which made an international incident, of course. But Rory, he backed the talk, and there was a lot of pressure on him. But you know what was really cool is when you get to the first tee, and Adam will tell you about that. When they were calling people out and they were doing all their chants, that was like that's like no other place,
It
you
was,
know.
oh, I'll tell you what, to be honest with you, it was freaking annoying to me. It really was. I was annoyed big time by it. And I was like, God, just shut the hell up. And the European players didn't stop them. They just got up and they drove the ball, and they just were, that pumped them. There's no doubt it pumped them, but it really kind of pissed me off. It really did. Hey, I got to ask you this because, this has been flying around now, and the team and their captain, I mean, we're tight. I mean, they did a lot of stuff together, and the Europeans are good at doing that anyways. But does Luke Donald get another chance in 4 years? Because all the teammates were going, man, we love this guy. He allowed us to play, he put us in situations to win. And he says the mathematics that this guy has is off the charts, and he knows how to pair us up. And when we got paired up, we felt really comfortable that we could beat these guys. We have a good team, and then one on one was the same way. Um, you think I don't remember that ever happening, but do you think that's a possibility?
Yeah, in the past, before this new era of golfer, the captains would be captains for a couple of Ryder Cups at a time. Um, and then all of a sudden it kind of got wokish and they didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings. So they've been getting everybody chances. I see him becoming, Ryder Cup captain. Now, what my question to you, Ratch, is, we saw Davis Love there, we saw Freddie there, but Freddie has been the captain of the President's Cup several times. Why hasn't Freddie been a Ryder Cup captain?
Well, obviously he doesn't fit the program. Um,
Oh, because he likes to
what,
sleep on the couch and just hit balls once in a blue moon. But but he does it for the President's Cup. But why not the Ryder Cup?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, he wouldn't be my favorite. I mean, he really wouldn't be my favorite guy to have on there. I mean, Zach was not my favorite to have on there, but he has some good assistants, just not as good as the Europeans did. And let's just face it, we took an ass beating.
I
And
told you why we were going to lose. Ugly shirts. Those are the ugliest
no,
shirts.
no, just
When they wore day one, I thought they were all worked for Allstate. They were hideous shirts.
well,
Where's the khakis?
hey, you can blame it on the shirts. It just started off ugly 4-0, and then in the afternoon they went 7-1, and it was like, well, I think I'm gonna go play some music. I don't need to be watching this. I did get up to watch it on Sunday, but I didn't get up early to watch it. I watched the tail end of it. But hey, next year, Ryder Cup, man, it was very cool that you could be there, Dave, and I appreciate you, staying up and reporting with us as well, man. I thought that was pretty damn cool. You and Adam both.
It's fun. It's an experience, and in the fourth quarter of my life, not the 2 minute warning, of course, but the fourth quarter, I'm going to be doing a lot more different things and experiencing because, I mean, we've worked so hard in our business. Why not enjoy a couple of the perks when you get a chance?
Well, you had a good perk there, buddy, and you still got them going. Are you going to be in town next week?
I will be back. I play in a golf tournament at Randolph on Monday. So, yes, I have to fly back this weekend. Yeah, that's going to be a nice 9 hour flight to Washington, D.C., and another 3 more hours after a 2 hour layover. So I'll probably get home Saturday night sometime. And then I have two things waiting for me. They're called two cans of spotted cow, one in each hand, because they
Nice.
do not have spotted cow overseas. Let me
Yeah.
tell you.
You're going to enjoy it. I got it at the house, so I know what you mean. Guys, we have to take a real quick break here, and we come back. We're going to catch up with Andrew Peterson. So, folks, listen, if you haven't already got yourself a cold one, and if they didn't kind of talk you into that, go grab one right now. We'll be right back after the break.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Welcome to the Alamo City Golf Trail, a nonprofit dedicated to reinvesting to have the best courses at the best possible prices. We've got it all, from a relaxed evening under the lights at our 9-hole par 3 course to a challenging round of 18 holes nestled in the scenic hills of North San Antonio. The trail spans across the city and includes 8 golf courses, multiple driving ranges, and much more. Book your tee time today. Alamo City Golf Trail, where golf meets community.
Are you ready to treat you and your friends to a great golfing experience in 2023? If so, it's time to tee it up at the Club at Star Ranch. Located in Hutto, just 30 minutes from Austin, the Club at Star Ranch offers manicured fairways, pure putting greens, and multiple tee options for all skill levels to enjoy. Home of the 4-hour round, the Club at Star Ranch is rated 4.6 stars and strives for course consistency so you and your friends can enjoy the golf experience you deserve. The Club at Star Ranch, where your next round awaits.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman. Dave Roberts, all the way from Germany. He's staying up late with us tonight, and he's living on Dr. Pepper to do this. To be honest with you, folks, I don't even know why he wanted to come in. It's 2 o'clock in the morning over there. But talk about a guy who's pushing the Texas Golf Insider and Golf After Hours. He's my man. And we got a special guest, man, not a stranger to the show, Andrew Peterson, PGA president and CEO of Alamo City Golf Trail. Andrew, welcome to the show. Oh, we can't hear you. I think we need some audio. Let's see if we can get some audio here.
Am I on that habit?
Nope. There you go, buddy.
It's the time travel. That's what it is.
Well, I was saying good evening, Ratch. Good morning, Dave.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm well. I was saying I've driven on the Autobahn before, and it's a fun experience.
Yes, I was explaining to them that, like when you go 130 kilometers and that's the speed limit, then all of a sudden it has that one sign with a big black mark on it, means you get to go as fast as you want. I went to 150 and I was getting blown away, and I got a 6-speed, little rat race thing going here, and these Beamers are just like making me look bad.
Yeah, we had a little Audi when we were on it. My wife didn't enjoy it as much as I did, but we survived.
Well, I can't believe it's almost 2. Is it 2 o'clock in the morning there, Dave?
Yes, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I've got a 84 player shotgun tomorrow morning about 9 a.m. You'll be sleeping. It'll be 2 a.m. at your place. We've got the FSS Cup, and they're trying to qualify to play against the Air Force Army Challenge. So kind of cool stuff.
Nice. Well, Andrew, listen, man, I want to thank you for coming on in tonight. I know you got a lot of stuff going on, but before we get to it, man, I got to ask you, what was your thought on the Ryder Cup this week? I'm trying to find a way to feel better about it, but it ain't working.
I heard your banter back and forth, and I think you guys both, hit every nail on the head. I'm obviously very, very pro-American, but I love the European team.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Rosie and Rahm and McIlroy and all of those guys. Quite frankly, I don't know Hoysted that much, but it's hard to be too disappointed about it because you like so many of the European Tour pros,
right?
And they won. I feel like the competition was good. I feel like both teams played well. I mean, you can certainly second guess decisions, and that deal you were talking about with Jordan Spieth on that one hole where allegedly Zach said he didn't tell him what to hit, but he obviously gave him some information that made him change his mind. But even with driver, he's the worst driver out there. So
God, he was brutal.
The results may have been similar or worse. I think that I'm a big fan of Jordan Spieth, but I think he kind of laid an egg.
Yeah, he really did. I was disappointed, even though a couple of weeks ago I thought he was going to be a weak link. And I told Dave that. I said, I got 4 players that I think is going to be a weak link. And if Jordan Spieth was playing better before he came into it, not only that, but he was one of them that took 4 or 5 weeks off. I don't think you can do that, get rusty, and then come into the Ryder Cup thinking that you're going to kick some butt.
Yeah, and this deal about Ricky Fowler conceding that one putt too, that was basically a kick in for Tommy Fleetwood. Well, Tommy was a couple up, and he was a foregone conclusion. I mean, miracles happen, and not saying it couldn't have happened, but it was probably the right thing to do for Ricky. It was a classy move. I mean, but it was exciting. It was fun, and I've been to a Ryder Cup, and it's an amazing atmosphere and incredible amount of fun going on there.
Well, and at the end of the day, they all got on a plane together and flew back home to Florida. Both teams, that's just
this latest deal about Xander Schauffele and getting paid, and the whole Patrick Cantlay deal, that is so absurd. It's so disappointing. There should be more pride with those guys. The fact that they're doing this for country, they're doing this for the fans, they're doing it for charity. It's not like they're having to pay for their flight to get there, and they're popping for their $2,000 a night hotel room or all the luxurious meals or any of that experience. Their caddies are getting compensated. It's fully paid for from a standpoint where they're not losing money. But it's also not like they're wondering how they're going to pay their rent next month.
Well, Dave hit it right in there. He said it's not like these guys ain't gazillionaires.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, these guys got a lot of
each one of them is getting $200,000 to the charity of their choice.
Yeah.
And then in their PGA account, they are getting part of the proceeds goes into the retirement fund. So
I would say as a PGA professional, not that I have a voice in who the next captain or who the next group of players are, but I would suggest that that's something that we as PGA professional, Dave, that we should want to advocate for is let's have players and captains on that team that aren't there for financial reasons. It's an altruistic deal where they want to support the game, grow the game, and make golf better and more accessible for everyone.
And I agree. And, Mark O'Meara caught a lot of slack for it a few years back for the exact same argument. And, you're there for your country and you're there to grow the game. That's what you're there for.
Amen.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man, you've got a lot of stuff going on, and one of your biggest projects that you have, and I can't wait to get out and see every time I drop an email. It's Mike, give me another week. Give me another 2 weeks. And he's got this carrot way out here. And I said, I was thinking about just driving by it, and I goes, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait till Andrew says, come on out and, take a look at this place. But boy, some of the photos that I've seen at Riverside is looking like it's coming along really well.
A couple of years ago, Mike, I think we had this conversation about Almost Basin, and I was kind of beating my chest, and I said, this is going to be the greatest golf course we have, and it's going to be the best in the city. And well, 2 years later, I'm saying, no, it's Riverside. Riverside's going to be the best we have. It's going to be the best in the city. I'm really, really excited about it. It's really, really cool. And hats off to everyone that's been involved with the project. Jeff Bloom, the architect, VM Services, the contractor, and Paul Hernandez, Jake Simon from our team. My team is unbelievable, and they're the reason that I sit in the chair that I do and get to make a few decisions here and there. But I work with a bunch of wonderful people and very, very fortunate. But I'm really excited about Riverside. I think, as a lot of people know, Riverside's a fun golf course to play. You don't lose a lot of golf balls. You can generally shoot a good score. You can get around the course pretty quick. It's going to be all that, but it's going to be a better golf course, better greens, better bunkers, better layout, better grass. But, all the things that you want to see in a golf course, it's going to be it. It's going to have some drivable par fours, a handful of them this time. Some par fives that are going to be a little bit more challenging.
Welcome to the Alamo.
Par threes on the golf course are going to be the best holes, meaning that, people that like par three holes, I don't, because I'm not a super strong iron player. I think those are going to be a little bit more challenging and a little bit more fun. But it's going to be the complete package and worthy of any type of tournament golf.
Well, Andrew, with it being new and with the investment involved, are you going to regulate the tee times a little bit, maybe change the intervals or something like that? That way it doesn't, because, Riverside's always been a golf course that does a gazillion rounds a year. And, having a fresh product out there, the one thing that I would say, is like, will you kind of regulate it so everybody's going to want to play it? We got that. But do we really want 50,000 rounds the first year it's played?
Well, I think we'd probably have more than that if we didn't regulate tee times, Dave. And you're 100% right. What we did with Almost Basin when we opened it up for the first, month or two, we started at 15-minute intervals, and then we went to 12, and then we went to 10. We'll do something very similar at Riverside just to kind of ease into it. Get people used to it. Because I think when you play a golf course like that for the first time, it's not going to play the same way that you played before. So there's going to be different bunkering, and you're going to want to have different sight lines off tees. And, depending on where we go for the next 6, 7, 8 weeks before we open, there may be some holes that are still cart path only. And there'll be a number of reasons why we want to regulate play, but we will absolutely do that for the first 6 months.
Now, you got a par 3 course out there, too, 9-hole par 3. Is that going to be ready to open up the same time that the course opens up, Andrew?
I hope so, Mike. The greens got grassed a little bit late, but we sodded most of the surrounds and the tee boxes. So if Mother Nature gives us a warm fall with a little rain kind of worked in, I think we'll be ready there as well. You and I have talked a lot about San Pedro over the years, and we know the business levels and what San Pedro's like. The par 3 course at Riverside is actually better. It's not maybe some of the holes maybe aren't quite as long, the ones at San Pedro, but by and large, as a whole, the golf course in the par 3 course are way better.
Wow, interesting. I can't wait to see it. Because the ones you have on San Pedro, a lot of people, you get some rounds there.
Yeah.
And, it being lit up at night, pretty interesting, fun little center that you have there. That seems to be pretty much busy all the time. And by the way, folks, if you make it down that way, don't forget they got a heck of a lunch. Even though you're not going to hit a bucket of balls there, man, their burger is out of this world. And they got a good pour down there if you'd like that at lunch. I'm not one of them, but some people do enjoy that.
I sometimes like to kind of talk shop with Dave while he's on the phone because, you know, he's been in the trenches, so he knows these things. But that par 3 course at Riverside, our fiscal year just ended the end of September. So we run October through September. But we did over 61,000 rounds this year at San Pedro.
Oh, my God.
which is a lot.
I tell you what, that's perfect, Andrew. I mean, it gives you an idea. A lot of people, first of all, like to work on their short game, but what a great place to start people out on the game. I mean, that's where you get them hooked. It started for me that way. And, you know, when I see those kind of rounds being played, man, our game looks really healthy.
Yeah, I was in Palm Springs last seminar that had a lot of industry leaders, a lot of people from the big management companies, Kemper Sports and Troon Golf and the heavy hitters, the Invited Club and those guys. And those CEOs all mentioned that they feel there's a lot of runway left in golf, meaning that they don't feel there's any end to kind of the COVID buzz or the COVID pickup for another 4 or 5 years. Which I think is, you know, is kind of a local grunt that's, you know, operating just a handful of courses compared to what those guys do. It's very exciting, but I think it's incumbent upon us to continue to offer the value proposition and make sure that we're doing all the things that we should do by making sure that service levels are good, course conditions are good, and the whole customer experience is good.
You know, you hit that one on the head because we always talk customer experience, and that is the you know, one of the benchmarks that you have to meet to keep those people loyal to coming back. But, you know, first of all, thank you for the rest of the South Texas PGA junior staff. You support us well. You got another thing going on that's coming up, the junior fall series. And you know, I think you're hitting it on the head on cultivating. You know, that's part of my trip going around the world is, you know, promoting junior golf. But, you know, with 3.5 million juniors just last year alone being introduced to our game and getting on the golf course, which was the biggest since the beginning of Tiger Woods, you know, when his era was high. I mean, it's amazing. I hate to say that COVID is the best program that golf has had, but it gave us a rebirth. And, you know, seeing that y'all is how big, even though a lot of your core customers are, you know, the adults, the investment that you've put into junior golf, you know, it starts the ecosystem of, you know, a lifetime of a great game.
You're absolutely right, Dave. I think I mentioned it before on the show, but I'm a byproduct of a junior golf program in Duluth, Minnesota. Very inexpensive municipal golf there. And because I sit on the board of directors for the Southern Texas PGA and have access to some certain information, it makes me even more inclined to want to offer affordable junior golf and be involved in some of these programs. So we do that Youth on Course program, which if there's any parents listening or watching the show that have kids, look up Youth on Course for junior golfers, because this is the best deal going. They can come play our golf courses for $5, and it's an amazing opportunity. But furthermore, I want to continue to work with the STPGA, and kudos to you for all the work you've done. I know Mike Martin's gone, and Adam Alviar is now stepping in and doing some work. And there's so many good people that are involved with junior golf that those are our customers into the future. And the better we can treat those guys and the better we can treat their parents, I want to create that pipeline for future generations.
Well, you know, and Texas is bringing in a lot of new people right now. I mean, we are getting flooded San Antonio, New Braunfels area, all the way up toward Dallas and Houston. I mean, our state's just blowing up. And, you know, it's filling up the golf courses, which makes our industry look so healthy, you know, compared to all the other states around the country. Hey, Andrew, we probably have about a minute left. I got to ask you, first of all, is there a projected opening date that you have? And second, how's the clubhouse coming along?
Yeah, so fair question, right? I mean, I get asked that more often than I'd like. The golf course, I think will be ready around Thanksgiving.
Beautiful.
Oh, I'll be back by then. Okay, good.
Yeah. So the golf course will be ready. I think the clubhouse will be ready. iffy on the cart barn and this new maintenance building slash golf course restroom. Absolutely not. So we've got to navigate what that looks like, whether we're working out of a trailer, whether we're walking only. I'm not sure, because those things have been challenging. Infrastructure development has been a challenge, but the golf course will probably be ready around Thanksgiving. Whether or not we can open them because of those other amenities, I'm not sure.
Well, I had to ask you, and I know you probably had that question asked a million times already.
Yeah.
And mostly all of your members and players are kind of biting at the bit to come down
Yes,
to
they should
play.
be, because it's going to be awesome.
You know, I tell you what, Andrew, I've seen some of the pictures. Awesome. This is going to be a wonderful place. And folks staying downtown, if they got another choice to choose from when they come into town, and Riverside is going to be one of them.
That whole development just south of downtown is really trending in the right direction. And Riverside's really suited well to be a really, really good golf course for generations to come.
Andrew, we're up against the clock, man. It's always good to have you chime in a little bit. Riverside has been the big talk in San Antonio and the Hill Country. Yeah. So you know you're going to get flooded when this thing opens up. And I can't wait for that media invite to come on down and take that stroll with you real soon. I owe you a couple of beers too. So we'll have to leave it there. Man, thanks again for coming on in. Tell the wife we all say, have yourself a great week, man. We'll be catching up with you soon.
Appreciate you guys are the best. Thanks so much for having me.
Okay,
Andrew, and Andrew, personally, congratulations. I saw your thing. Congratulations personally.
Thanks, brother. I know where you're coming from.
Good to hear. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. Hey, folks, listen, we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we're going to head out to Kinder, Louisiana, and we're going to catch up with hopefully one of the spokesperson of a big tournament that's going on up there, the Chairman's Cup. Don't go away. Golf After Hours. Go grab yourself a cold one. We'll be right back.
Swing into Edwin Watts Golf Shops for the hottest new fall arrivals from TaylorMade, Callaway, and Titleist. Come by and test drive the new TaylorMade P790 irons, the new Callaway Apex Pro iron sets, and the new Titleist T-Series irons. While you're there, get a free custom fitting on the new arrivals and more. Edwin Watts Golf Shops is your headquarters for all the latest golf gear from all the top manufacturers. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Shop us in store or online at
Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman. Dave Roberts coming to you live from Germany. Uh, he's probably about a coffee away from going to bed. And
Dude, it's a double mocha morning right now, buddy.
We're trying to catch up with Jonathan Cernick. I think we got him in, and as soon as Johnny calls me in, he'll pull him up, and we'll be ready to go. Hey, it's very cool what's going on with the Alamo City Golf Trail, man. You know, has Andrew Peterson taken this? You know, him and his staff. It really does tip his hat to his staff a lot. But boy, has that thing come a long way.
Oh yeah, Alamo City Golf Trail is to be a model of what needs to be done in the future for a lot of different companies and golf courses. I think one of the biggest thing is reinvesting back into your facilities, which they've done. Ruben Quivero, their guy over there, you know, he's great. He takes a lot of heat, but you know, they're doing great things, and with San Antonio expanding to like 2.1 million people in the surrounding, to have those many quality golf courses, and just even, you know, when he said San Pedro 61,000 rounds, that's a lot of rounds. But you know what? They're always in great shape. And that is the key to success right there. Great customer service and having a great product. And that is the best loyalty program you can have in golf.
Yeah, it's a great model. Hey, listen, I think
I'm liking that shirt, Jonathan. My gosh.
Man, he's looking sharp.
Thank you. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
yes.
You're coming in real clear, Jonathan. I like the colors, man. I was wearing them all weekend, and I put them on the hanger. And I says, okay. I'm done with it. But hey, listen, you guys got some pretty cool stuff that's going on out at Coshawty Pines. It's the Chairman's Cup. And, you know, I tell you what, I appreciate you taking some time out, because I know this is crazy for you right now. You're right in the middle of this tournament. I think you still got a day or two left, don't you?
That is correct. Matter of fact, tonight is the biggest night of the tournament, because we had 40 teams playing today. So we had over, 140 golfers out on the course. And then tonight we treat them to a big party. So we get everybody out after the event, and we do this one night of the 3-day tournament. So most of the people tried to get their golf in today and have a party tonight, and then hit the road tomorrow. So it really is a great event. People from all over the country show up for this. I got some sun, as you can see today, and I got my party attire on now. So yeah, that's where I'm headed after this. I'm going to go down there and greet the folks. We got a few things lined up. We got a cornhole tournament. We got a great band. We got a great lineup of food. We really just do our best to try to show everybody a good time.
Well, you know, every time that Ratch and I have come over that way, it's been a hoot. Y'all make it where we don't want to come back home to Texas. Something special over there. And
welcome to Coshawty Pines at Coshawty
tournament. Man, that's great. People coming from all over the place. Could you tell our listeners and our viewers a little bit about the tournament? Maybe the next time it's being hosted, they could be part of it.
Absolutely. You know, this tournament started in 2002. Some great chairmen ahead of me thought up this idea of having a nonprofit fundraiser, which is what this event is. Every dollar raised at this event goes straight to the Chairman's Cup Foundation. So when people help out and put teams in, we use that money to donate to local schools, to churches, to other 501c3s. It's our way of giving back to the community. So we ask others to join in. In doing so, we show them a good time. We have a staff of course, but we have over 50 volunteers working the course. So, you know, today's 18 holes took us about 7 hours to complete.
Well, you know,
like
when you're doing some of this.
Listen, food and drinks on every hole. We have games. There's 4 cars. Matter of fact, we had a hole-in-one winner on a par 3. So we actually gave away a brand new Chevrolet Spider pickup truck. So
Oh man.
Wow.
it was pretty
Oh.
amazing to see.
I bet you $10 he's at the casino. He's pretty lucky today.
Oh,
He's probably
actually, it
going-
was a lady. It was a lady who knocked it in. So
Oh, no kidding. Well, she's at the casino. I can't imagine how good that felt. You know, Dave and I have been there on several occasions. We've done some live shows out there at Coshada. And, you know, we always talk about the course is a beautiful track. I mean, it is plush green all the time. But you guys have a favorite 19th hole out there that it just blows me away. I've never seen any golf course in the country have that. I believe you guys are the only ones that have that at Coshada. And is there any bets that had to be taken care of on the 19th hole today?
oh, absolutely. I've actually today's the second day of 3, so both days I've lost $100 on that hole. Just because they run a special, it's $25 to take one shot at it, 130 yards. If you land on the green, they'll double your money and give you $50 back. So, of course,
nice.
I picked up the tab from my card and I said, everybody get a shot at it, and we all missed it. So there you go, $100 to charity right there.
You know,
The longest
that's
130 yards in golf, right?
Look, they didn't tell me. I actually hit the green, but it didn't stay on the green. So that's part of the deal.
You know, and that's the crazy part. It's not that long of a hole, but if you don't get it on the green, it's in the water. I mean, there's nothing but water in a little trail leading through that thing. You know, one thing that you guys do when we come out, you guys encourage to have a lot of fun. And I can't imagine what this Chairman's Cup is like, but it seems like you guys got it all laid out. It's there for fun. If you win something, that's great. If you don't, you're still going to have fun.
Well, it's actually continuing to grow. The reputation of this tournament is expanding. We've actually grown it now into a 3-day tournament, and that's even starting to push the seams. You know, the word's getting out about it. And last year we raised almost $500,000 from this one tournament.
Oh, wow.
So it is becoming a very big event, and it's dubbed, the moniker has been given to it as the best golf tournament in the South. And everybody who comes to it in the morning, you know, they get an amazing swag bag full of stuff. They get a set of Maui gems. This year we gave them a Travis Matthew gift card, and we have a big 18-wheel at the front of the course with a live DJ during the day. And we have drinks flowing in there, and it's really a great environment and atmosphere. And people, they really express how good of a tournament it is compared to any other that they've ever been to. Yes.
I think, Ratchman, we need to grab Kobe and someone else, maybe Joe
I think
or
you're right.
somebody, and we need to head our way next year and enjoy in this partakings. It sounds like it's right up our alley.
Hey, Jonathan,
Hey,
let
there's
me ask
still
you.
one more day if you want. If you can get over here tomorrow, we can get you in.
I wish I could, but right now I'm in Germany, so that's not.
Hey, Jonathan, what's the cost per person to get in, or is it a team thing?
We run 3 packages. The bronze package is $5,000. It's one team, 4-man scramble. Like I said, a lot of good gifts that come with it. We also have a silver sponsorship, which is $10,000, and the gold sponsorship is $15,000, where you can golf all 3 days, and we put your name everywhere for that.
You know, you
donation.
split that between 4, and we've all been out there before. We've all been to the casino. We played the golf course, and you know, one thing that I think Dave and I always have come away from there, man, the hospitality in Louisiana at Coshada Kinder, I mean, is off the charts good. I remember just putting down a drink and finishing it before another one was in my hand. I mean, and you come back to those places because the hospitality is there. So I can't imagine what the tournament is like.
Yes, it's really a spectacular event. I welcome you. We do it around this time once a year. And, you know, the organization involved, we meet once a week. It really takes all of that to put together such a spectacular event because we have it down to, I like to say, a well-oiled machine at this point. Everybody knows their jobs, and every year we try to add something new and exciting and keep that customer service, that hospitality up. And every hole you go to on the course, there's something new to look at, something exciting to do. So very, very nice event. A lot of people look forward to this.
Well, listen, man, I know you have a packed evening. I want to thank you very much for coming on and talking a little bit to our Texas folks, because if there's anything that we like to do is play golf, gamble, and have heard about this tournament for years now. And I'm finally glad we got someone on that can talk about it a little bit and get us off our butts and come on over and play next year.
You're
so
always
I want to thank you, Jonathan, for taking some time. I know you got to do a lot of entertaining, buddy, so go back to what you got to do. We'll catch up with you soon, and we'll be grabbing some more information for next year's tournament as well.
Thank you guys very much.
All right, man. All right. Have a good week, man. Take it easy. Hey, folks, listen, we're going to take a real quick break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap this thing up, only to make sure that Dave can get to bed on time. Don't go away. Grab yourself a cold and come on back.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Are you ready to treat you and your friends to a great golfing experience in 2023? If so, it's time to tee it up at the Club at Star Ranch. Located in Hutto, just 30 minutes from Austin, the Club at Star Ranch offers manicured fairways, pure putting greens, and multiple tee options for all skill levels to enjoy. Home of the 4-hour round, the Club at Star Ranch is rated 4.6 stars and strives for course consistency so you and your friends can enjoy the golf experience you deserve. The Club at Star Ranch, where your next round awaits.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. Mike Ratchman here. Dave Roberts in Germany. We already said that, but I'm going to keep saying it because he keeps taking it with his Dr. Pepper. And he's going to try to go to sleep after having a couple of those. I don't think that's going to happen. Hey, folks, listen, we're going to wrap this thing up. I mean, we had such a great night talking about the Ryder Cup. And, of course, I want to thank our guest, Andrew Peterson. Folks, listen, if you're new in town and you're looking for a membership of any kind where you can play 8 courses, well, you can only play 7 right now, but 8's right around the corner. Check out the Alamo City Golf Trail, man. It is all the golf you can handle. And hey, San Pedro, you got to check out the San Pedro practice facility. You're really going to like it over there. And Jonathan Cernick, I want to thank him for coming on today. Hey, listen, he looks like he's having a lot of fun. And folks, if you like to gamble at a very cool place and you want to play a premier golf course, I mean, Kinder, Louisiana, Coshada Resort and Casino, man, we have so much fun when we ever go over there. So, folks, put it on your list. And I know we got the Northerners that are coming down to watch our program. So make sure when you stop off that RV and you pick up the car, go drive over there. You're going to really like it. Dave Roberts, man, I want to thank you for hanging with us till almost 3 o'clock in the morning now. But I always appreciate you doing that.
Thank you, boss.
Big dog, Johnny G. Johnny, thank you again for always doing what you do with GA Media, making this all possible. And folks, every time, we come back every week, we're always just blown away by all the shares and the people that watch throughout the week. So it's always good. And we thank you very much for continue to keep doing that. And again, as long as you keep doing it, Dave and I'll keep doing it too. So what the hell? Hey, folks, listen, I want to end this show with some condolences to the Dave Dubert family. And I know you guys are, he's a close friend of mine. And if you've seen all the videos that we have throughout the year, those all came from Dave Dubert. He loved our show. He watched us in Florida. He has a staff over there that really enjoyed what we do over here. So he always thought these little funnies would be something special. And he was a very special guy, an icon when it comes to sports writing and golf. Last week, he was in Alabama having himself a ball. And this last week, he passed away at the age of 76. He's a dear friend, and we're all going to miss him. It's not just me. He was a friend all over the country. And so we're going to miss you big time, David. Rest in peace, my friend. And we'll see you on the other side. Good night, everybody.